Okay, so good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody, based on where you're logging in. Sorry for that delay in starting off. Technology sometimes can let you down. And this is one such case whereby our guest speaker has encountered a challenge. He's not able to log in with his laptop. But we have to work with things as they are. So my name is Fred Gishuki. Fred Gishuki is an entrepreneur in the wellness space. I joined this business to make money, but I discovered health and I got so excited and passionate about health, and I got full throttle. And especially when I saw what is possible through proper nutrition, proper diet. When I got into this business, my dad was suffering from ulcers. My mom was suffering from high blood pressure. I put them on the Neolife products, and both of them were able to reverse the symptoms. My dad today is going 86 years of age. He doesn't talk about ulcers. He eats a normal diet. His favorite meal is a fermented milk. And I always say, somebody who has ulcers, you cannot dare to take fermented milk. My mom has high blood pressure, had high blood pressure, and we were also able to manage it. And anytime she goes in for checkup, her pressure is stable. And that to me is quite exciting. And when I saw the positive changes that happened in my parents' lives, I went crazy talking to everybody about our products, about nutrition, and about the fact that you can get healed regardless of whatever challenge that you have with the proper diet, proper nutrition, and of course, the doctor's medicine combined, you can get healed. And later in life, my dad developed a swollen prostate, and it was terrible because he could not do so many things. And I saw his diagnosis, and it said long-term deficiency of zinc. That was the main thing that the doctor said caused his swollen prostate. And my dad has been a smoker for more than 50 years. And smoking does block the absorption of zinc amongst other minerals in the body. And that may have been the cause of the challenge that he got of a swollen prostate. But most men, as they grow older, develop a swollen prostate. Some, unfortunately, go ahead to develop cancer. And this has become a serious trend that men are suffering from prostate problems. And the age has started getting, the younger men are getting prostate problems, even in their 40s. They're having issues in their 30s. They're getting reproductive health problems, whether it is impotence, whether it is erectile dysfunction, whether it is basically not functioning as a man, being unable to get a lady to conceive. So you find that men have a lot of issues as far as reproductive health is concerned. And that is what has motivated us to arrange this talk and to have this discussion where we basically look at what are some of the challenges that men face and what are some of the solutions out there that a man can resort to number one, protect himself from getting to a point whereby he gets a swollen prostate or even prostate cancer. And number two, to enable him to function properly, like a normal man, so that you can be able to function in matters bedroom, and you can also be able to function as far as getting kids is concerned. And when you are done with that, you can still continue living a normal life, and you can avoid the issue of swollen prostate or the issue of cancer, prostate cancer. And I can tell you, like, the issue of swollen prostate is a very embarrassing condition. It's a disease that is extremely painful. I saw it in my dad, because what would happen is that he would be okay, he'd be normal, and he would go to the toilet for a short call, and he would not be able to pass urine. And he would come back, he would sit down, and the moment he comes back, the urine comes and pours out. So it had reached a point whereby he could not do so many things that we take for granted. He could not go for meetings. He's a chairman, he's a treasurer, he's a what, he's a secretary to so many chairmans of country. He used to be a principal in a school. So when he retired, he was given a lot of responsibilities in the community. So he could not attend to all these things. He was reduced to staying in the house because now it became so embarrassing that he couldn't walk out and even go for a short walk because the urine would come at odd times, and many a times he would not be able to control it. And that was quite embarrassing for him. And his friends were advised to go for surgery. And many of his friends went in for surgery. But I advised him against it, simply because of my knowledge as far as nutrition is concerned. I knew the problem he was facing was a nutritional deficiency. And like I mentioned earlier, his diagnosis had said long-term deficiency of zinc. And I also knew that that disease occurs mainly because of hormonal imbalance. And I told him, what you do, go to hospital, ask the doctor to give you some oral medication, no surgery. And then we will give you supplements that can actually help you to recover and start functioning well again. And I remember we gave him supplements from Neolife. We gave him TNN, we gave him omega-3, we gave him zinc, we gave him garlic, and we gave him masculine herbal complex. These were the main ones that we gave him. And it took a while, but the symptoms that he was having started receding, and it reached a point whereby he started functioning normally again, and the swelling went down of the prostate. And that was just amazing for us as a family, because he was able to recover his schedule, and today he has a full schedule. Whenever I call him, he's busy out somewhere in a meeting, in a wedding function, we call it kurashie in our language, where you go to discuss bride price issues, and he's living a full life. And he can never be happier as we speak. And that speaks to the products that we deal with. And it also highlights what nutrition can actually do when you use it and you use it correctly. And when you look at those products that I've just mentioned, TNN enables your cells to function properly. Omega-3 lowers inflammation. If you take omega-3, 3 tablets for 60 days, it lowers inflammation by 68%. So the swelling went down. Omega-3 played a very, very big role. Then garlic allium complex. Garlic is a natural antibiotic, and it worked so well. I didn't think it would work as well, but he sings praises for garlic, and it's one of the supplements that he used to insist that one must be there. Even if you don't give him anything else, garlic must be there. And garlic is very good. It's an anti-inflammatory. It lowers inflammation in your body. And even for things like arthritis and stuff like that, where there's a lot of inflammation, gout, when you take garlic, it's able to lower that inflammation, and the pain actually goes down. So garlic did wonders for him. Masculine herbal balances out your hormones. So it actually helps for you to have hormonal balance in the body. And when you balance your hormones, because like I said, the disease is a hormonal related disease. So when you're able to balance your hormones, then you find that you're able to function properly, like God intended you to function. So these are just one testimony of what I have seen as far as the products are concerned. I have dealt with so many men. I have helped many get to, I've helped many couples get children in cases whereby the man was either found to be a low sperm count, having low sperm count, in cases where a man could not function, was probably impotent, or was having erectile dysfunction. I have dealt with several cases, and they have ended up positively or successfully, if you will. So at this point, I want to invite Mr. Amulavu just basically to share with us. I know his laptop has let him down, but either way, he's going to share with us a little bit about this topic that you're talking about as far as men's health is concerned. So Amulavu, karibu. Charles, are you there? Just unmute and be your co-host.
Thank you, Fred. Yes, Fred, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well, though I cannot see you. Now I can see you.
And now?
Very well. We can see you, we can hear you.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you very much. I think I'm still hoping that the laptop will agree to come on so that I can share, but I can continue talking. If it comes up as we are continuing, I'll switch so that we can see some of the things I had put in place. So my name is Charles Amulavu. I really apologize for this technological challenge, but I'm sure there's something we can share. And thank you so much, Fred, for that testimony about prostate challenge. Today I wanted us to look at men's health. And I'm looking at men's health in a broader way, and in a way trying to see what are these things that concern men when it comes to health. And so the first thing that I want us to look at is the concerns that men have. Because once we look at the concerns, we can be able to then look at the solutions. And just like Fred has shared about his father, that is one of the things that men really are concerned about, that it doesn't happen to them. So the first thing that men are very concerned with in terms of health is about the health of their mind. Because, and speaking as a man, I'll tell you that men have a lot of responsibilities that are upon their shoulders, and men will normally focus and concentrate on the things that they do, because it doesn't the mind is okay. To concentrate, because we handle most of the time very tough assignments, and the expectations placed upon us by society is.
Charles, you're breaking up a little bit, and we can't
that,
see you.
We can only.
Charles? Charles, we have lost you. Oh, we seem to have lost Charles. Let me try and get him. Seem to have lost him. I think he's, let me see if he's still there. He's there. Charles, we lost you. We lost you a while back. Can you hear me, Charles?
And now there.
Now you're back, though you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, I think it has started raining very hard where I am.
Okay.
And it seems to be affecting the internet connection. But let's hope it will be okay.
Okay.
So I was saying one of the major areas of concern for men is the state of their mind, the health of their mind. And as we look at men's health, we cannot do it without considering the healthy mind. And as we move on, we will touch on some of the things. For example, it is important that one consumes foods that support a healthy mind. You know, products like omega-3 are very good with the brain, increasing the brain function, and just giving that clarity that you're able to work. And even a product like a muscular inherbal complex that Fred talked about also supports the healthy mind for a man. And the second thing that is a concern for men is the issue about eyesight, their eyes. And men will be very concerned that they are able to see clearly, they're able to, because a lot of times we are reading through things, we are doing research, we are processing a lot of things. And if we are challenged, and again, you look at things like driving in the night and such things. So a man is very concerned that their eyesight is good and they can be able to see well and be able to manage all the tasks and issues that they have. And so again, here we are saying, you know, eating foods that are rich in carotenoids. And in Neolife, we have a product called carotenoid complex that supports a good eyesight. It is very important. And eating, you know, foods that have support a good eyesight is important for the man. And so as a man is looking at healthy concerns, the third area that men are very concerned about in health is the area of cardiovascular health. And I'm very sure you have seen that and challenges, a lot of times, many things that have been said, men carry a lot of loads with them, and men are not very good at sharing. You know, the way our ladies are, when they have issues, they easily share with their friends, with people, and it helps to ease the burden. But for men will prefer to carry something and work it through until it works. And this, most of the time, will affect their cardiovascular system. And when you have men who also consume a lot of fatty foods, you know, foods with a lot of sugar, you know, red meat and such things, then they're likely to be challenged in their cardiovascular system, because you are looking at them in their veins, you are looking at weakened veins and heart. And these are things that contribute to things like pressure, things like, you know, hypertension that, again, come in and make it difficult for men to do the things that they're supposed to do. And so even as we move along, I'll be touching on some of the things that we need to do, but a diet that is rich in omega-3 is very good in supporting heart health. And so it's important, yes, and fats, and it is also important that we exercise and we eat healthy, take a lot of, greens and foods that are rich in carotenoids as well. So omega-3 comes in very handy for men there. We go to the fourth challenge, and we see that for men, the other challenge that something that is a very big concern for men is strength. A man is known for his strength. And so if there's anything that will make a man not feel or act strong, then it will be a big challenge that will also cause other problems or challenges to the man. And so here we start with the muscles. And for men, because they carry heavy loads, they do a lot of things, and they are responsible for protecting. Important that the muscles are strong, are lean, and functioning well.
Charles,
and so
Charles.
here,
Sorry, Charles. Can you hear me, Charles? Charles, are you there? Charles, can you hear me? I think we could have lost Charles there. Wow. Today we're having a challenge. Have several challenges, but we are getting there. Just hang in there with us. As you can hear, Charles has a very comprehensive presentation, well balanced, well done. It's only that technology is letting him down. I like the idea of looking at men's health wholesomely, starting with the mind. Then we move on to the eyes, the strength of the body, the muscles, and really looking at a properly functioning man, even based with the challenges and the responsibilities that men have in society. And you find that any of these areas that will malfunction, if you're not able to see properly, that messes up so many things. You can't drive at night, you can't drive. It becomes a problem for a man. If you're not able to carry a load around with you, then it becomes a challenge. I can see Kathy saying whether he can send me a presentation. The challenge is his laptop has refused to open and the presentation is on his email. So that's a bit of a challenge right there. But again, the weather is also conspiring against him. Because like he mentioned, there's rain happening in the area, and that has made it a challenge for him. He's interfering with his Wi-Fi. Let me see whether he's back. So karibu sana Charles. Pole pole, I see you are thrown out, but I can see you are back.
Yes, I really apologize. I think the rain is interfering with our network here.
Somebody was suggesting.
But
Somebody was suggesting if you can put your video off so that you can have a more stable.
okay. Let me do that.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Okay, so let me carry on.
Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I was talking about muscles, and being one of the major health concerns about men. And what we are saying is it's important for a man to take care of his muscles. And here, things like exercise are important in terms of toning your muscles and just strengthening them. And then also taking a very good healthy protein, rich food. And we have a very good supplement in Neolife called Neolife Shake that gives you all the 22 amino acids well balanced that support healthy muscles. And they support have to be very worried as a man about your muscles. Now, and I think Fred has given us a very good, take that a man, as the moment a man gets to the age of 35, they need to do something about their prostate. You can no longer just live and hope that your prostate is healthy. It has to be very deliberate about supporting prostate health. And one of the critical things that one needs to do, because zinc supports even cleaning the prostate so that you avoid the situation of enlargement. And if you are not able to get enough of this zinc, and we all know that it's not easy to extract, a lot of foods that we eat to what's important that one supplements. And in Neolife, we have a very good zinc supplement that is done in a very professional way that is very effective. It is taken in very well, and you get 100% of the zinc being applied into your body, thereby supporting prostate health, even as you build your immunity. So again, it's important to take foods that are rich in cruciferous, nutrients, because they prevent hormonal cancers. And people who end up with prostate cancer is one of those hormonal cancers. And so as a man, you need to also be careful about taking sufficient amounts of cruciferous rich foods. And in Neolife, we have a very good supplement, cruciferous, that supports that area. It is important that one deliberately takes care of it. Then the sixth concern that we have as men is the issue of sexual function. Dysfunction, we are looking at the issue very serious and that will, even as they try to look for solutions. Now, in New Life, we do have solutions. Number one, it's critical for a man to make sure that they include in their daily program an exercise regime, because a lot of these things are supported by exercises. It's also important that we spend a bit of time resting and then be very deliberate about the diet that we take, because all those things contribute to these challenges. Now, when we look at what New Life has to offer and what we have been able to learn, is that our diet is critical, because you want to live a long, healthy life as a man. And so the recommendation by the World Food Organization is that you need to do a lot of exercises. Make sure at least a minimum of 3 times in a week, you do a minimum of 30 minutes of exercise. And the exercise doesn't have to be too rigorous. It can be a brisk walk, it can be, jumping the ropes, it can be anything that will help you to at least increase your pace and sweat. Then we are told that we need to take a lot of whole grains, which again is something that men will not be very keen on grains, because one, they don't taste as good and as sweet in the mouth. A lot of times they take time to prepare. And so we find that we will go for the fast foods rather than take whole grains, which are critical for our well-being. And we are told to take plenty of fruits and vegetables, especially the brightly colored fruits and vegetables, because they help in protection. And then we are supposed to take our proteins in very reduced amounts and try and reduce as much as possible on the red meats. Focus more on the white meats and in small portions. And then our fats and sugars, we have to be very careful on what we take. That should be at the bare minimum. And when we look at what New Life has done in terms of helping us do it the right way, we have a very good product called Pro Vitality that comes in and gives us these products in one pack. Because if you don't take care of your health as a man, then you are likely to be among the statistics of men who have the major diseases that are challenging people in this time and age. Issues like stroke, issues like diabetes, issues like cardiovascular diseases, that a lot of, I've just mentioned the ones that mostly affect men. So what there is that in this pack, the Pro Vitality pack, one, we have a product called TreeNN. TreeNN just goes in to open up our cells so that they become more permeable, enabling all the nutrients out of the good food that you eat to be taken in, converted into energy and all that your body requires, and the waste that remains is removed, thereby giving you energy throughout. We have a product called carotenoid complex that boosts your immunity by 37% in just 20 days. A product that also is an antioxidant. An antioxidant removes those things, the oxidation that goes on to cause some of the challenges like cancer that men experience. And then we have omega-3 that supports a healthy heart and improves on your brain function as well as a man. And then we have multivitamins and multiminerals that support a healthy diet, a healthy body. As we continue, we see that one of the things that is critical for a man is that you want to be able to take care of your health at all levels. And when you take this basic supplementation and exercise and rest, then you find that one, you are improving your immune strength, you are improving your cellular energy, and you are taking care of aging, so you have anti-aging properties. You support your healthy heart, your brain, your eye health, and you are able to even look younger because it improves your skin as well. Now, what happens as we continue? It's critical for a man to be able to take care of his whole health. And what we are saying is that all these concerns that we looked at the beginning, yes, they will remain concerns, but as an empowered man, you have solutions. You know what to do. The first thing is that you need to exercise. You need to rest. You need to take care of your diet. And then as you do all these things, then you come in and say, because of the challenges in terms of the foods that we eat, how they are processed, how we get them to our tables, it's critical that we must supplement as men. And some of the supplements that are available within Neolife are supplements such as zinc. Zinc goes on to support prostate health, and it also improves our immunity as a man. We have a product called Masculine Herbal Complex that works on stabilizing our brain function. It stabilizes our hormones, and it has a very important herb called saw palmetto, as a herb that is known to actually clear the gland and give you vitality. Because vitality is one of the issues that men have that need to be addressed. So with Masculine Herbal, you know that you are supported, wholesome. We have cruciferous supplement that stops hormonal cancers and is very good. It's known to actually kill those hormonal cancer cells. We have Amiton. One of the challenges I talked about there was low sperm count. We have a supplement called Amiton that actually increases sperm count. And you know the quality of your sperm and the count is critical when it comes to reproductive issues. So some of the men that are not able to, do this, enable their wives to be able to reproduce, one of the biggest challenges they have is low sperm count and the quality of the sperms. So Amiton is a product that you need as a man to make sure that you have a good, very high sperm count and a good quality as well. We have vitamin E. Vitamin E enables blood to go to all the parts in the required quantities. So when you are dealing with erectile dysfunction, vitamin E comes in very handy, because one of the things that is supports erectile issues is having sufficient blood that is taken to the correct part. And vitamin E ensures that that is done. Then again, for the peace of mind, we are looking at Aloe Vera Plus, a very nice, cool drink that supports the wellness and the calmness of the man to be able to handle all these many challenges and issues that they have to deal with. And then, as I said, we have omega-3 salmon oil that supports both good heart health and as well as brain functions, very good brain functions. And then we have our protein shake that comes in to give you strength to rebuild and repair those cells and enable a man operate in their best possible way. And I'm sure that our discussion, even though my computer, my laptop had a small challenge and I was not able to share, I'm sure another time we'll get a chance to be able to do this in a more detailed way, because sometimes when you combine, it sinks in even more. But I believe that I have been able to touch a man somewhere, that I have said something that will cause you as a man to do something about your health and to be confident that you can walk into the future, very confident that you know and you are in charge of your health and you can do whatever a man needs to do and support other men as well. What will happen when we do this? Our women will be very happy with us and they will support us all the way as we go on to succeed as men would want to do. I think I want to stop there. Thank you very much, Fred, for this opportunity to share. And I'm sure that we'll get another chance where we will discuss more about these issues of men. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Charles. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate even the fact that you soldiered on in spite of the challenges that you had. That speaks volumes.
Thank you, Fred. God bless you.
Okay, thank you. So guys, there you have it. That was a powerful presentation by Charles. Like he has said, we will plan to have another session where you can be able to do the same presentation again, so that you can be able to go with the slides. As you have heard, he had such a wonderful presentation, well detailed, but because of the circumstances, we could not have it all the way we wanted. But either way, I know somebody somewhere has been touched, has learned something new about how to take care of yourself as a man. Now we are coming to the end of this session, and I just want to mention that behind your life, there is a wonderful business opportunity. And one of the challenges that men have is the stress of money. The money that we make is never enough. In fact, there's somebody who says that the most successful man is a man who can make more money than the wife can spend. That's a successful man. And there are not too many of those around. So men always need more money for their families, for themselves, for everything that they want to do. And Neolife provides a side hustle that you can do in your free time, that can be able to generate for you some additional income, that can help you to achieve some of those dreams that you promised your wife, be it that honeymoon that you promised which you've never delivered, maybe taking your kids to a better school, maybe buying a better car, replacing the car that you have, or even just buying a car and buying property investments. You need some extra income, and Neolife provides such a platform. I joined when I was a receptionist working in the hotel, and I was looking for a side hustle, and I registered, I started doing the business, and it has meant a lot to me. It has transformed my life 100%. I retired from employment by the age of 30, and I've been able to live a very rich life, courtesy of Neolife. So if you're a man and you're on the call, tomorrow evening at 8 o'clock, we'll be having a presentation being done by one of our leaders, Pascal Lolo, and he'll be talking about how can you make money with Neolife. So if financial challenges, if you're looking for some extra income, if you want something to help you actualize some of your dreams faster, join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for that presentation with Pascal Lolo, and I know the information he will share will make a profound difference in your financial destiny. Otherwise, we will be back next Sunday with this health seminar, and we'll be having a different topic. I will check if Charles will be in a position to give us a presentation again. But if he's not, then we'll get another speaker to take us through a different topic. But otherwise, thank you so much for logging in. God bless you. Have a restful Sunday evening. This recording will be available slightly later, so you can be able to just go through it again. Thank you. God bless you, and goodbye.